Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, I was going over here, that's right. Did I never get this flight path? Hmm. So, skeletal flares, slaving ghouls. Looks good to me. Oh, that only lasts 10 seconds? I forgot. And here I thought people were dispelling it. Man, that goes through mana. Holy Wrath is such a bad spell in this game. In Wrath of the Lich King, it's amazing. I don't have the mana to keep casting Exorcism either. So I might as well just fight everything normally. It doesn't matter where I quest, because I don't have the mana pool to spam my holy spells. Except this one. I'm pretty sure there's a quest for bone fragments too. I'm gonna need to switch. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. How much mana is the Holy Shield? It's only 25 lost, but it does more damage than Exorcism does by the end of the duration. $104, 8 times. That's over 800. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I pretty much can't die. Oh shit. Oh, you're not attacking? What the fuck? I must have misclicked. I should probably drink. This is actually boring enough. I'm gonna go ahead and load up another Mad Season video.
Hey guys, what's up? Mad Season here, back with another episode of Time Warp for you. This is a series where I go over things that have changed or removed from the game for one reason or another. As promised, I'm continuing on with my old attunement quests. Attuning, if you don't know, is basically a series of quests or objectives that you have to complete to gain entry to a certain dungeon or raid. This time, we're tackling the big one, and that's the Burning Crusade. So, get comfy, grab a drink and a snack because the attunement for this expansion was legendary. Over time, the attunement process was removed or otherwise nerfed. For this video, I want to go over the original state before the nerfs, so that means revered for the heroic keys and some other things as you'll see. The main goal of this will be to show you start to finish the attuning process for the Battle for Mount Hyjal raid, which is a time traveling raid located in the Caverns of Time. To zone inside, you simply walk through the portal, right? No, you're entering a world of pain, my friend. Back then, if you tried to simply walk in, you would have been given a message saying that you needed to attune for this raid. And how did you go about doing that? Well, stay a while and listen. Step 1 was obtaining the Vial of Eternity quest from the NPC in the Caverns of Time. This quest required you to get two things, Kale's Vile Remnant and Bash's Vile Remnant. You got these from Lady Bash, the final boss of the Serpent Shrine Cavern raid, and Kilthas, the final boss of the Eye raid in the Tempest Keep. So, let's start with the Tempest Keep route first. The Eye is a 4-boss raid, and to even zone into that, you need to get attuned. But before you could get the quest to get attuned, you had to complete another lengthy quest chain called the Cipher of Damnation. This began with an NPC in the Shadow Moon Valley zone, and it was a whopping 25 quest long endeavor. Now, for the sake of keeping the length of the video down, I won't go too in depth here. Actually, you know what? I did this entire chain for this video, so you're gonna have to sit through it too. You start by talking to a shaman, who sends you to another shaman, who asks you to capture 8
fuck
and
you.
fire souls. You then return to the shaman, he sends you back to capture 5 water souls, return to the shaman, capture 10 air souls. He sends you to Oranak Tornheart to the north, who sends you on the worst quest in the game where you have to click a whistle to have a board dig up a tuber for you to pick up. But there are also other enemies killing the boars, so you have to continuously kill them to keep the boars alive. You take 40 minutes to get the 10 tubers, return to Oranak, who sends you back out to smash some eggs, return to him again, click through the dialogue and listen to his story, and grab 3 quests sending you to his sons scattered throughout the zone. Go to Gromtor to the west and kill Naga until you get a key to open a chest in the area that contains the Cipher of Damnation. But not every chest has a cipher. Actually, it's like a 1% drop rate, or at least it felt like it, and the keys also have a low drop rate, and it actually takes another 40 minutes. Eventually loot the cipher, return it to Oranak, go southwest to Artor, kill a nearby succubus, loot a key, return to Artor, kill demons, and loot a bow. Return to Artor again, kill a giant eyeball tentacle demon thing, return to Artor again, bring the lockbox to Oranak, head south, talk to Borak, go west and loot a rotten Arakoa egg, go all the way to Shatrath and have a nice group puke session, return to Borak, place a trap at the end of the bridge, kill the courier, loot the missive, return to Borak, kill blood elves to the south and loot their armor, return to Borak to get a disguise, put on the disguise to get information from an NPC at the waypoint. Wait 10 minutes for him to spawn until you realize that the NPC is actually a little bit north of the waypoint, obviously. Get the information, return to Borak, head east, kill an elite, and return to Borak. Bring the third and final cipher to Oranak and head south to kill
another
Sarah
Paladin.
and complete the quest. Whew. Okay, so in essence, it was a pretty big quest chain. There was even a follow-up to it years later in the Warlords of Draenor expansion where you actually got Oranak as a follower for your garrison, so you can send him on missions. Upon completing the chain, you'll get a letter from Khadgar telling you to meet with him in Adal and Shatrath. It has 3 trials for you, the Trials of Mercy, Strength, and Tenacity. The Trial of Mercy sends you to the Shattered Halls dungeon on Heroic mode, but to zone into the Shattered Halls, you need a key to unlock the gate outside. It's called the Shattered Halls key, and to get it, you have to complete a quest chain. What else? The start of the chain drops off of Smith Gorlunk in the Shadow Moon Valley. It's a key mold.
It actually can't kill me.
Hold if you're Alliance, or Thrallmar if you're Horde. And the smith there needs you to bring back some materials to forge the key. 4 fell iron bars, 2 arcane dusts, and 4 motes of fire. But he doesn't actually forge the key for you, even though he's a grand master blacksmith. To do that, you have to gather a bunch of friends and kill a wandering fell reaver in the Hellfire Peninsula and use its fires to forge the key.
Or maybe
so,
you can.
Now you can open the gate that leads to the dungeon. But wait, this trial is for Heroic mode. Heroic modes were special in the Burning Crusade because he had to get a special item, and I want you to guess what the special item is. Just take a shot in the dark on what this mystery item could possibly be. Alright, it's a key, okay? It's a key. Specifically for the Shattered Halls and all other Hellfire Citadel dungeons, and it's called the Flamerot key. Luckily, you can just straight up purchase this one, but unluckily, it requires revered reputation with a certain faction before you can buy it. This was later changed to honored because, come on, we don't want to be excessive or anything like that. That would be crazy. Initially, revered was quite the task. It depended on the faction, but in general it took a decent amount of time to grind that out. But once you did, you could finally zone into the heroic Shattered Halls. There was a timed element to this dungeon where there would be an executioner at the end who would kill prisoners after a certain amount of time. For this quest, he had to clear the entire dungeon.
Pretty sure that was the hands.
Heroic dungeons back then were pretty tough.
So now it just dies.
Of them were even impossible without at least Karazhan gear. If you were successful though, that's the Trial of Mercy quest complete. Just 2 more to go. The next one is the Trial of Strength, which required you to kill the final boss.
We're getting aggressive now. You know, she's gotta do this. Oh, that's the hands. That was the hands.
For the Steam Vaults, you needed the Reservoir Key, which was initially revered with the Snerian Excavation.
Oh shit, I might die now.
And for the Shadow Labyrinth, you needed the
She's getting really aggressive.
Revered with the Lower City reputation. The Shadow Labyrinth is a special case though because there was also a door blocking the entrance that needed another key. To get this, you need to kill the final boss of the Sethic Halls dungeon, Talon King Ikis. But once you got all of that out of the way and you killed those 2 final bosses, that was the Trial of Strength done. The next one on the list is the Trial of Tenacity, which required you to rescue Millhouse Manastorm from the final boss in the Architraz dungeon on heroic difficulty. To enter the Architraz, you needed 3 things: the Architraz key, the Warpforged key to enter on heroic mode, and a flying mount because the dungeon was floating in the Netherstorm. And initially, summons were disabled in this area, so it required a flying mount and training as well. The quest for the Arcatraz key was fairly lengthy, 11 quests long. Not as long as the cipher, but still nothing to sneeze at. It started in the Netherstorm, and you had to kill a Dreadlord to loot a crystal, kill Ethereals and get 10 of their insignias, kill an enemy called the Warp Raider Nassad.
I like how every time I turn a video on in the background, something happens and I can't listen to it anymore.
The last part required you to run the Botanica and Mechanard dungeons to finally get both halves of the Arcatraz key. And then you of course needed the Warpforged key to zone into heroic mode. This required Revered with the Shatar faction at first, and then Honored later on, so lots of grinding. Once you complete that, you get one more follow-up called the Megtheridon Trial. This required not a heroic dungeon, but rather a raid called Megtheridon's Lair. This is a single boss raid, often compared to the Onyxia's Lair from Vanilla World of Warcraft. Luckily though, this raid didn't require any attuning, so you could zone right on in. The challenge was more inside the instance obviously, trying to take the boss down. But finally, once you completed that, you got the Tempest Keep key. It took 40 normal quests, 4 heroic dungeons, 1 raid, but we finally got it. And, with the exception of the door keys, every single raid member had to do it, so you're talking 25 plus times. But remember, our goal was to cover the attunement for Mount Hydril, and the Tempest Keep was just a component of that. We do have another chain to cover, and that's the Serpentshrine Cavern. To attune for this, you needed to grab a quest inside of the Slave Pen's heroic dungeon. Luckily, if you did the Tempest Keep part first, you should already have the heroic key for this place. You had to find an NPC captive in a cage, and he gave you a quest called the Cudgel of Kardash. To complete that, you needed to loot an item off of Gruul the Dragon Killer, the second and final boss in the Gruul's Lair raid. And you also had to get an item off of...
Don't worry, I'm leveling a Paladin, you're not missing anything. This is literally it. I actually just redid my spells because...
Karazhan, however, did require attunement, so let's go over that. The quest chain started right outside of the instance from the Archmage Altruis. He wants you to gather 10 ghostly essence.
I'm leveling in the Plague Lands because if you're a Paladin, you pretty much have to level in the Plague Lands because 2 of your spells do either bonus damage in Wrath or do damage at all. And Burning Crusade and Vanilla to Undead. But it costs so much mana, there's no point.
It's working. It's just super fucking lagged out on my end. Yeah.
Well, that's because I'm dropping frames like a madman. Or at least I was.
North to the Dalaran Crater to Archmage Cedric. After that, you had to report to Khadgar in Shattrath City, and next you had to gather some key fragments. The first fragment was in the Shadow Labyrinth dungeon, which again required a key. You should have that by now though, if you finished the eye attunement portion. The fragment was in a chest located near the final boss, Murmur, and luckily you only needed normal mode to get it. For the follow-up quest, you had to get 2 more fragments in 2 more dungeons. The second in the Steam Vault, and the third in the Arcatraz, which once again required a key, which we went over earlier. And again, you could get these fragments in normal mode. This completed the key, but it needed just one more touch. You needed to have the last Guardian, Medivh, empower it. But, seeing how he's now dead, the only way to do that would be to time travel. Luckily for you, you can find him in the opening of the Dark Portal dungeon in the Caverns of Time, otherwise known as the Black Morass. But unluckily for you, you simply can't zone in, it required attunement. To get attuned, you had to complete a quest chain that started in the Caverns of Time and required you to go through another dungeon there first, and that was the escape from Durnhold. There were multiple stages of this quest inside of the instance that required you to escort Thrall to safety. And if you watched the previous Time Warp with the Martial Windsor escort, you would know that this itself can be troublesome. If you're doing it with a group, you have to make sure that everyone is at the same step at all times, and if someone accepts the next part prematurely, you have to do it all over again for those who are still turning in the previous part. And this dungeon was rough because it was mainly an escort mission. You couldn't set the pace to make things go faster. There are lots of things that I miss from the game, and escort quests aren't one of them, I'll tell you what. But if you were successful, you could finally zone into the opening of the Dark Portal. And even though the quest says to simply talk to Medivh, you did have to clear the whole dungeon before you could. After that, you had to return to Khadgar, and you got your Karazhan key, and you could finally complete the Serpentshrine Cavern attunement. But wait, this quest requires you to kill Nightbane, which was an optional boss of Karazhan, and to summon him, you had to do another quest chain. So hold your horses, we're not done yet. To summon Nightbane, you had to first reach Honored with the Violet Hold, and then accept a quest from the Archmage Altruis outside of the instance. He sends you inside of Karazhan, and the whole chain requires you to kill a number of bosses to reach the correct rooms. The first part sent you to a room past the Curator boss, and for the next part you needed to loot Medivh's journal off of the Shade of Iran boss. The next part sent you to the actual summoning location of Nightbane called the Master's Terrace. After that, you had to head outside of the instance and loot a bone fragment, and then bring that to Area 52 in the Netherstorm, and then you're sent to 2 heroic dungeons, the Shattered Halls and the Sethic Halls. So, 2 keys for the Shattered Halls, and 1 for the Sethic Halls since they're on heroic. And, after that, you can finally summon Nightbane. Now all you have to do is kill him, and then return to the slave pens and turn in the quest. Congratulations, because you can now zone into the Serpentine Cavern. Finally, you can loot Lady Vash's vial, and with that, you completed the Vials of Eternity quest. There's just one last step. You need Revered with the Keepers of Time faction, which was
does not do enough damage to warrant 500 mana.
And you know what the best part is? Everyone had to do this to zone into the raid, which was a real difficulty. The raid itself was of course challenging, but coordinating 25 plus people to do all of this was a nightmare. Now, I should say that some of this stuff only one person needed. The keys that opened the gates outside of the dungeons, and the Nightbane summoning for example, just needed one person and everyone else could join in. But still, it was pretty nuts. But what if I were to tell you that this wasn't the endgame for attunement, but rather just another component for another attunement? So, let's move on to the final part, and that's the Black Temple. This was a pretty lengthy quest chain with a faction called the Ashtongue Deathsworn. It started and ended in the Shadowmoon Valley, requiring you to kill Ashton workers and collect 10 tablet fragments, kill a named called Orunu the Elder, kill 4 named enemies spread throughout the zone, and then you had to interrogate someone, kill a satyr, and then go through a hidden passage to speak to the leader of the Ashtongue, Akama. After chatting with him and his seer, you're sent to the outskirts of the Black Temple to kill some warlocks and an elite. This one generally required a full group to complete. After that, you're sent to Shatrath, and then another quest chain opens up. And this one is way tougher because it's all raiding content. The first part starts in the Serpentine Cavern raid, so as you know, lots of attunement required for that. You had to talk to an NPC there, and he only spawns once you kill the Fathom Lord Karathres, who is usually the 4th boss in the raid. He sends you back to Akama, who sends you to the Tempest Keep raid to kill the giant phoenix, Alar. And while doing so, you had to be wearing a disguise called the Ashtongue Cowl.
I guess I'll
The
keep
next
the
part
quest
sent
for
you to
now.
the raid we just went over, the battle for Mount Hyjal. And you had to kill the first boss there, Rage Winterchill, and bring his phylactery back to Akama. You then returned to Shatrath, returned to the entrance of the Black Temple, and you finally got the Medallion of Karabor, which grants you entry to the
I gotta
Black
figure
Temple.
out what drops the
And once again, every
Scourge
single raid
scope.
member had to do this. And that concludes the attunement
Scourge
process for the Burning
stones.
Crusade.
My
As I
gosh.
said, a lot of this was
Oh, this is... Yeah.
Pauline's on her way.
To get the dog?
Yep. Bella,
Thank goodness.
no. I love you, but no, baby.
Okay, apparently these guys have a pretty high chance of dropping it.
Can you do me the biggest favor in the world because you're the most wonderful person on the planet?
Mm,
Can you get the crate out of mom's room?
yeah. After I kill these ghouls. Spooky. Hell you mean? Get rid of this. I gotta go sell stuff. Am I dropping frames again? No. YouTube's just being retarded. Alright. I'll be a real pal. Except that put me in combat, so that's kind of shitty.
You need something? See you around. Can I help you? Be
I'll
careful.
be right back. One more moment. Okay. So do I want to keep grinding those? I'm not sure if I do. Probably. I've also decided that once I hit 55 on this tune, I'm going to go back to vanilla and I'm going to start alternating every level between my servers and my characters.
Inventory is full.
Something mana burning me? I don't understand. Probably only 3 at a time from now on. What's this poison doing? Oh, nature damage. Oh, mana leech. That's gay. I'm getting sucked off by a skeleton. Come on, I said 3 at a time. Oh, wait, I'm not full health. Should probably make it 2. I will say it is quite refreshing to go from my squishy mage to a paladin that just can't die.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I never did reapply that, did I?
Inventory is full.
I never did sell stuff. Should probably go do that. How much gold do I have? 14. I wonder if it'd be worth going to the auction house right now. Yeah, I think I will. Find somebody that sells stuff. There we go.
Light bless you.
Need assistance? You have a great day now.
Okay, I think she's done. If my screen freezes, it's because I'm alt tabbed. I'm just staring at my dog, and she's just staring at me and barking. That's enough. So the bots use the auction house and Burning Crusade core, but for some reason they haven't implemented it in vanilla yet. I don't know why. Really? Did I turn the auction house bot off for this? I might have. It's literally only bots. Why? I guess the auction house bot just isn't working.
with you.
Okay. Okay, no more interruptions. I'm gonna go see what this quest is, though. Oh, there's a couple quests here.
Hi. Keep your feet on the ground. What's on your mind? Off with you. Welcome.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Be good.
I'm pretty sure I can do orange quests as a paladin this late in the game. Because, I'm pretty damn tanky.
Hello. Keep your feet on the ground.
If anything, I might be able to grind a little bit more efficiently.
Well met. Keep your feet on the ground.
If I'm killing like 3 level 54s, it might be more efficient than killing um 3 level 51s or 52s. It just depends on how long it takes.
Good boy. Wait.
Something.
Need assistance? You have a great day now.
Says there's a quest giver right here, but oh, there he is.
Ishnuala. Go in peace.
Oh, apparently I'm high enough level to do this. He's like right in the entrance. He's not actually in the dungeon though. Gotta kill some dragons. Oh.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay, apparently all you do is fire. Whatever. So have at it, bitch boy. This is one thing I do excel at, you know. Just standing here. Not really doing anything. This is actually hilarious. Looking for more dragons. I think all the dragons are down over here, though. Wait, what's this? Dragon spawn? I need these.
Out of range. It's too far away. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I'm out of range.
I need the... Yes.
We need to get closer.
Scorpion's pretty fast, though. Oh. You know, just because I can do this quest doesn't mean that I should. Well, I only have to kill 4 of those. Those are probably the only ones that are gonna bother me. Because this guy's actually gonna melee. I don't even think I can blacksmith any of this shit. Kind of sad.
Still recharging. Can't cast that yet.
I guess. I mean, XP is XP. Classic WoW, not quite. This is actually version 2.4.3, Burning Crusade. So it's vanilla burning. There's like two different terms now for vanilla WoW. There's classic, which is like the re-release, and then there's vanilla, which is the original release. This would be the original release. Is this thing seriously gonna kill me? Okay. You gotta keep an eye on like 3 different spells. Or 3 different buffs when you play a Paladin. Otherwise, there's like your 2% chance of dying goes up to like 5% chance. And I keep forgetting I have to mine these more than once. Oh, Dragonflight? Yeah, I've heard mixed things about it. I haven't played retail since Cataclysm.
It's too far away. I need to get
That Scorpion just blends right in, man. You know, I have yet to make a hunter. Like, ever. My very first WoW character was on a Burning Crusade private server way back in the day. And this is back when private servers were so new that the private server I was on at the time, like half the Burning Crusade dungeons didn't even work, and there was a lot of quests that did not work. But I think it was a warlock, but I had no idea how to spec, so my talent points were just kind of all over the place. Oh, that clutch heal though. 2 clutch heals. And I never actually got max level on any character in any version of the game. I fucking hate this Scorpion. I can heal here and I should be fine. It's the same one. Alright, I guess I'm out. Or no, I'm not. His aggro range is going to go farther than his, so I just need to keep backing up until he turns around. Which he will. I just used my Seal of Light even though I didn't need to. Oh wow, you're actually gonna help me out? Just randomly like that? Another scorpion. Okay, whatever. I was gonna try to invite those guys to the guild. Shit, there's another horde over there. Okay. Nine max level hunters. Wow. That might actually be a record. I don't know why I'm fighting this shit. This horde's just gonna kill me. Watch. I just got sniped to the ground by that dragon. $12 in total. Damn. I could understand 3 because, you know, there's... Well, I don't know what it is in the new games, but I know in the old versions of the game there was the 3 specs. There might be more or less than now. I don't know, but I could see myself having one of each spec. And I could see myself having one of each spec in each version of each of the first 3 versions of the game. So I could see myself having 9 hunters, but I don't know about 12. I definitely see the appeal of the hunter, though. It's like the most lazy class in the game. You just buff your pet and it does everything for you. In vanilla, there's a little bit more micromanagement to it because you have to, like, keep it happy. Yeah, you know, I kind of wish they never did the level squish back in the day. I just... it allowed players to explore a lot more of the content rather than just picking a leveling path and going that, you know, through it that way. But at the same time, I could also see how that would add replayability because originally the level paths were pretty linear. So by doing the level squish and allowing having so many different low level areas, it allows for a desire to make new characters because, you know, you can level in different areas with different characters. But I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I think they should have made new starting areas as they made new content all along, but they didn't. Except for new races or classes. Oh, you got one for every race. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I'm killing this dragon this time. Enough games. It takes so long to level as a paladin in this, it's ridiculous. It's especially bad against spellcasters of any kind. And it's the opposite with my mage in vanilla, because with my mage I prefer spellcasters because I can usually put on a spell shield against their magic school, and I can kill them a lot faster because they're just as squishy as I am, if not more. But in this, it's like I can kill just about anything. I can 1v1 about anything. It just takes forever, no matter what it is I'm killing. And these wormkins, oh my goodness. What, you're not going to get me a slice? I'm actually about to get off here. I'm going to kill like a couple more dragons. Oh shit, wrong spell.
Taco's gone.
Good riddance.
It made me so sad getting rid of Chica's toys, though.
Oh, not to you, sir. I was talking to my wife. I literally, someone was literally leaving my chat as you said that, and I said good riddance. Oh my gosh, my timing. I have the world's best timing.
Yeah, I cried.
It's like if I went up to my coworker and like, hey, you want to go on a double date with me and my wife? It would literally just happen to be after they got a divorce. That's how bad my timing is.
Extra cheese, extra pepperoni.
So you cried?
I was getting rid of Chica's toys.
Chica's toys? I'm so tired of these scorpions, man. I think I can do it, though.
You may not know this, but I go through that toy box every once in a while.
I think I can. Consecration's pretty cheap. I'll use it.
Just thinking about it, and cry again.
I'm not gonna do Dragonflight. That costs money. Though from what I understand, there's already a private server out for it. And, well, it's not that it costs money, but I don't have the time to invest into it to warrant spending the money on it. This is completely free. That, and quite honestly, I'm not a big fan of the community in that game, or lack thereof. This scorpion's gonna kill me. I already know it.
Alright. That's all beats going again, though. Then just drops on the floor. I mean, touch the
At least I killed the dragon spawn. I hate scorpions. Anyhow, I'm actually gonna. I just had pizza arrive, so I'm actually gonna get off for the night. Though I appreciate um you two for stopping by and chilling. That was cool. I should be on tomorrow. Depends on if my work schedule normalizes or not. We'll see. But all I'm gonna do is get my body and shut my server down. If you want to know how to play single player WoW with bots like I'm doing, I have a tutorial on my channel somewhere. I go into excruciating detail on how to do it. So if you're interested, it's on there somewhere. I should probably just start including a link in my description on my streams, but yeah. You know, I'll go ahead and put it in the chat right now, actually. It should only take a second. Probably running into a wall. Hold on a second. I gotta alt tab back in. Oh wow, no, I'm literally right there. I need to find a better place to res though. All these places suck. Okay, one moment. All these. There, that's part one. Anyway, thanks for hanging out.